What if I told you that $5,000 was enough money for you to move to another country and thrive? Not $5,000 a month, but $5,000 in savings. And you move to another country, you get to enjoy the new lifestyle, you get out of the rat race, and then you're able to live the life the way that you want to. That's what I'm going to be going over in this video. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I would do this if I were to move to another country with $5,000, where I would go, how much I would spend, where I would live, how I would organize my finances, so that way you have an idea of how it's done. Now, I know you might be thinking that's a little extreme, but it's actually more common than you like to believe. There's a lot of Americans actually leaving the country, out of the United States, to other countries to look for a better way of living. The problem is, $5,000 in the United States is not going to get you very far. Most people spend that in just a month, or half of that at least, a minimum, in just a month. And that's not including other expenses like gas, internet, transportation, etc. But in the right country and with the right mindset, the right plan, and also the right planning, you will be able to do this, and that's including food, that's including your transportation, and then also setting yourself up for the future. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, why $5,000? Well, with $5,000, that's going to be just enough for you to do what you have to do, and it's not accounting for many mistakes, which means that you're going to have to be deliberate, you're really going to have to plan and research, and you're really going to have to make sure that this is something that you put a lot of time and thought into before you actually do it, because the fact that you can't make any mistakes is going to put you into a critical thinking stage to make sure that all the money that you're spending is being spent wisely. If you come with $20,000 and you can make a ton of mistakes, but all the mistakes that you make and all the money that you waste is just money that you could have placed better in other things to make sure that you actually achieved your goal. Now, when it comes to choosing a country, you have to think about how the dollar converts in said country, so that way you can stretch it as far as you need to. Now, there's a lot of different countries that you can obviously go to. A major area in the world is Southeast Asia. People choose Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia. These countries, the dollar can take you a very long ways. I'm going to go with my personal experience because it's something I've already done before, and I'm going to say Dominican Republic, and I'm going to be using Dominican Republic as my example. Now, when it comes to knowing exactly where you want to go, I'm going to speak about Dominican Republic. The best thing to do is to research the country and get advice from other people that are in the area. So join groups, go to Reddit, go to YouTube, all these places where people have already done it and they've already laid down a path where you can get direct information about the area that you're going to before you actually decide to land and get you an apartment and settle there. Now, once you get to the stage where you decide that, okay, this is exactly where I want to be, now what you have to do is you have to book your flight. Now, advice from booking a flight is you want to make sure that you're not doing it for a next day flight. You want to extend it out, this to be 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks ahead of time, so that way you get the cheapest possible flight cost that you can. So that way, all the money that you have saved, you can focus on using that when you actually get inside said country that you're going to. I use Orbitz myself, but there's other platforms out there that you can use. You can use Google, anything that you can, and just search around and make sure that you get the best flight that you can. Now, the closer that it gets to your flight, the best thing to do when it comes to looking for an apartment to lower your cost of living here is you want to make sure that you go to Facebook Marketplace and look at the areas that you're interested in living in and look at the apartment pricing. You want to look for something that's going to be in the range of about $250 to $300, because that's knowing that with $2,000 to $3,000 you'll be able to pay your rent up for a year. The only thing that you have to do is make sure you get the apartment, get moved in, and then find another source of income, and you'll have a whole 12 months to do it. Now, I have a video on my channel that I made about how insanely affordable it is for an apartment in the Dominican Republic. So if you're interested in getting information on how the structure is for pricing in the Dominican Republic, that'll be a good video to watch to get some information on that. Now, when you land, especially in the Dominican Republic, you have to be in person and actually sign your paperwork before you actually get the keys. So you're going to have to plan ahead and find you an Airbnb somewhere that's going to be cost efficient, somewhere where you can pay about $500, and that's going to last you for about a month. That gives you a month to even continue searching or to finalize your apartment deal before you actually settle yourself down in said country. Now, the next topic is going to be food. Now, when you're worrying about food, in other countries, street food actually comes out cheaper than if you were to go to the supermarket and make yourself some groceries and cook at home. Street food, you can get chicken, you can get beef with tostones, you can get rice, you can get so many things and spend under $5. And this is going to be enough food to actually fill you up and then maybe put some away for later on. So this is really an economic way of getting by. Some people can eat every single day, all month, eating street food and spend less than $150 or even under $200. Next topic is going to be transportation. Believe it or not, transportation is actually cheaper in other countries, and it's actually more cost efficient to not have a private vehicle and take buses or take motoconchos, which is just the motorcycle taxis, or even walk, because some things are very close. Other countries, everything is close together, as opposed to the United States, where everything is spread far apart. So it's easier to get around and move around, and usually the neighborhood that you go to is going to be a neighborhood that has everything surrounding you. So very seldomly are you going to have to travel far to look for and find what it is that you actually need. So transportation, if you're trying to get, for example, from one side of the city to the other side of the city, you can expect to do this, and this is the biggest city in the country, you can expect to do this for less than $20. So transportation is not going to be a big deal, but imagine just going down the street or something like that. You would only spend about maybe $1 to $2 doing this. So transportation, you can find ways to minimize your costs by taking bus, public transportation, and taxis, Uber, or InDrive. So now a month has gone by and you've mastered this process of adapting, and now you know how to spend your money, you know where things are, so it's not going to be complicated for you to navigate anymore. Now you can think about your future and what you're going to do, because now you have 12 months to think about how you're actually going to make income, because the $5,000 is going to be gone within 6 months, and you're going to need some more money to keep yourself afloat. That's where applications like freelance come in, Upwork comes in, and then also eBay or any other type of applications that you could use out there to generate income. A lot of people use Upwork, and what you can do with Upwork is, if you have a skill that you can offer to people, whether it be teaching people Spanish like I do. I have classes that I teach, and I can teach Spanish, and I charge people to teach them Spanish. I do 30-day classes, and then I also do tour guides. So if people come to Dominican Republic, specifically to Santo Domingo, I'm able to offer them a service as being a tour guide, as well as helping people find apartments when they come to Santo Domingo or Dominican Republic. I offer that service as well. So you have to do things that are going to be beneficial to other people and help people, and then you can use this and monetize this, so that way you can help yourself also stay afloat by helping other people. Things like this, or even other skills when it comes to customer service, or maybe mechanic work, or maybe cooking, anything that you can think of, you have to find a way to monetize it. Upwork, freelancing, doing odd jobs here and there, you should be able to come up with $500 to $1,000 a month. And that's like a minimum for you to be able to sustain yourself in a lot of these countries. Also, don't take for granted making connections and networking with other people. Like I said earlier, Facebook groups, TikTok groups even, YouTube, Reddit, anything like this on the internet where you can surround yourself with people who are like-minded and who are on the same path as you. Connecting with those people is going to be a big help. So don't shy away from trying to talk to people and meet new people. This is actually the best time to do it, because you'll probably meet some of the greatest people that you've ever met from all corners of life, from all corners of the world. So make sure to use that. Now, if you felt like this was useful to you and that this painted a real nice picture for you to kind of formulate a plan, then leave a like and comment below. These videos are to help people move abroad and give them the information that they need. Like I said, this is not something new. There are so many Americans that are tired of the rat race, that feel like they're stuck, that need some time away for their mental stability, and they make these moves all the time. And I'm one of them, just sharing my story. So if this inspired you, if this helped you, leave a comment, leave a like. I'll see you guys in the next one.